Blow dart.
Blow dart country. I remember they used bows as well. They used poison arrows.
Yes, but
Not typically, because
not typically.
they would, depending on how they were using them, whether it was mounted or on foot. On foot, they would stick them in the ground, which contaminated it enough as is.
Right, so if you put poison on the tip of the arrow and then stuck it in the ground and you pulled it out, there wasn't enough poison left on it, that it really wasn't very effective. And honestly, if you were worth any weight as an archer, it's about placement. So the poison, if you needed that, it wasn't going to help you as fast as you needed help. The archery was.
It's also much harder to hide that super long Japanese bow.
Yeah.
While
Well,
you're
even
being
the
a
short
sneaky
one, they
ninja.
still use longer arrows than.
Yeah.
But see what you started?
It's easier to conceal a blow dart too.
Yes, Steve.
Is there going to be a time where you can demonstrate these at the convention? You know, with Blackwood and probably not a person that would constantly look like.
How about bamboo dummies?
You know, something.
Normally at conventions we do the Way of the Samurai State show where we do sword combat and stuff, and at the end of the show we do Tameshigiri, that's test cutting, where we actually use the straw targets and cut them up with the swords. As far as the heavier things, we don't use bamboo for a couple of reasons. One is in the Midwest, Japanese bamboo, Mosodake, will not grow in the Midwest because it can't survive sustained temperatures below 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can find it in LA and Florida, but that tends to be the fibrous stuff. But the other reason why we don't do like cutting through the Joe staff and stuff is when you're cutting something hard and solid, even if you make your cut, the pieces can go off much faster than they should. So we only use the soaked rice straw because of liability issues. And I joke about it all the time, but I don't care about hurting somebody, I just don't want to lose my job. But the truth is, I would be devastated if somebody were ever injured by anything that we do. So I would rather you think that I'm not good at what I do than try to prove I am good and hurt him. The only person I'm allowed to hurt during this panel was her, and you notice I did that a couple times. And yes, I will pay for it.
Do you use foam noodle for your actual cuts?
Foam
Yeah.
the noodles?
If you stand them up and make the proper cut.
You can, but honestly, the foam moves too much. You'd have to add PVC pipe in the middle, and the PVC stuff dulls your sword edge really fast and coats it. We use rice straw. They're actually Japanese shipping mats. It's what they use for test cutting competitions and stuff in Japan. And it ends up being a little pricey, mostly because of shipping. But we use rice straw. We actually have a couple in our room because we never know what Rodney is going to give us for this convention. Even if we think we already have a schedule, he'll make something up. If you were at opening ceremony, we may be playing cards tomorrow
that I
night.
was going to be at that magically got canceled and nobody told anyone?
Oh, and see, I don't have
Yeah.
panels that get canceled. I just have
No,
to
no, no,
add
she
it.
just decided not to go. Yeah, the makeup one.
Really?
And the one before that.
Do you know how many panels I've missed in 14 years of being a guest at conventions?
Should have been here last year. We had a huge number of things just up in.
Yeah, that wasn't my decision not to be here last year.
Yeah,
And I got a phone call the day after the convention ended inviting us back for this year.
yeah.
Because I may be stupid and unpopular, but I show up.
Yeah, no, there's
Don't laugh when I say that.
Well, I'm laughing because I was here and I know several people who did not
Yeah,
show up.
but
Yeah,
there's no one's
that was.
Yeah.
So, for anybody interested, and by the way, thank you for staying in here. I know the room's not really set up well for panels, and it is abysmally hot in here.
Yeah.
And I like to think that normally we're more entertaining and you guys have more reaction to the stuff I do. And I've been watching, especially this table, where no one's changed expression at all. I'm like, you guys hate me. I'm like, you're wilting. Does that actually say Galaxy Quest? That's not the movie.
Volume 5.
Yeah, Volume 5.
If you see anybody else wandering around with any of these, tell them I have number 5.
How is it in
It's one of
volume?
the quests.
I mean, it was an
Yeah,
amazing
yeah.
movie. I mean, I love that movie. We have it at home and it's basically memorized. But I didn't know you had different volumes. I thought it was just one movie.
Thank you.
There's more. There's always more.
There's always more. Yeah, it's like Star Wars. How many versions of the same first movie have they put out
Or better
now?
yet, Star Trek.
No, but it's an
Black
alternate
Hole
universe
too.
now because they went back in time.
This is why I don't watch
Yeah.
DC
Yeah.
TV shows, because the first season of them is almost always good. Flash and Arrow, I love
This is
season 1 of Arrow.
also the point, if you
Like,
would
this
like
is
him
a show
to sign
that I've
almost
waited for.
anything, if you
Oh.
put it in front of him, he will sign things.
Legal contracts. Yeah.
That's why it says almost anything.
Ah,
Legal contracts, no.
I used to say I'll sign anything, and people are like, really? I'm like, yeah, I have a novel out. Did anybody see the TV show Castle?
Yes.
Remember when Castle first came out? The first, like, 4 seasons were amazing.
I
By
know.
season 8, not only did you want the series to